I've noticed that there is a lot of disclosure going on recently throughout the world. But like, just as a perfect example, the JFK assassination,
Mm,
and that paperwork being released and finally being shown to people. Um, all sorts of things that are starting to come out that have been hidden for a
everything.
long, long time. And it seems like it's going to
Mm,
get more and more and more and more stuff is going to continue to be revealed. And it's happening so fast, man. It's happening so,
mm,
so fast. It's our heads are spinning. Our heads are spinning. You were saying um what you ingest, meaning your what you hear, what you watch, social media affects your frequency, your vibration. I'll tell you,
mm.
I stopped watching any and all news for a long time ago. And
Yeah,
I feel so optimistic, but when I talk to my father, he's like, the world's coming to an end.
yeah.
Because that's all he
No, no,
does
no.
is live watching these news shows and
Mm,
cable news. And I'm just like, no, you're okay. I mean, look, there's a lot of crap going on in the world, but there's always been a lot of crap going on in the world. Like, it just seems a
yes,
lot
yes.
more because we're more connected and there's also so much change, man. This thing is changing so rapidly. From your point of view of what you've seen uh being out of body, why are we speeding up so much? Why is everything like from I mean, honestly, from the 90s, the second the internet showed up, it just everything started to speed up more and more and more. AI just showed up 3 years ago. Really, in the mass way, it
Mm.
showed up about 3 years ago. Now it's becoming
Well,
an integral part of our world.
the AI is a past technology, even from the pyramids too.
Well, sir, you'll have to explain that. How does that work? Well, I mean, if you look at the crystals, then that makes sense. You get processing
Yeah, yeah,
power
yeah,
to
yeah,
be able to do it.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. So it's all old technology. Everything that we are discovering now is old technology from there. Everything. Yeah.
Interesting.
So even the acoustic levitations, old technology from there.
Hmm.
Now we're finding it out here.
They've
The
done
the
it.
Ankh,
They've done it.
yeah,
Yeah.
was part of an acoustic device. Yeah. They call it a birthing, the portal of the womb, the symbology for that, but it was actually an acoustic device, the Ankh. Red mercury as well. What would they say? Oh, mercury is a bad thing, but there's also red mercury as well. That is part of, you ever put a you ever watch certain things that they do now where they put a light on mercury and it lights it up? Yeah, you could say that's part of the energy that was being used there as well through some of the churches as well. But when you look at red mercury, which is something that I've which is going to come out as well, it's also
Mhm.
part of the whole stuff that liquids that they used to use
There is
for.
actually,
Mm,
I've seen experiments where they actually lifted things with sound.
mm,
Not 20 tons, not 80 tons, but you can see that the technology is there. The signature of sound is
mm.
fascinating. Like if you just throw that little sand on top of a speaker and you hit a certain note and it hits that same design every time, like that's
Yeah,
fascinating. That is
yeah.
fascinating.
Acoustic levitation is a real thing. That's
Yeah.
and the only thing that's stopping from the larger objects is just how big that instrument is that they're using.
Hmm.
You ever watch someone blow into those massive trumpets, like those traditional old, and the sound
You
that
mean
they make?
Like the Tibetan one, that one that has a big curve at
Yeah,
the bottom? Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So, so imagine something like that, but with precision and made with
Right.
precision.
Hmm.
And if you were to generate a loud sound to match the very molecules within, let's just say, a rock formation, you will be able to lift that as well. So it's just a matter of scale, is pretty much the issue. Because if acoustic levitation is already happening now at a small scale with a certain instrument that's being used, well, you make that instrument larger and therefore the effects will be on par.
To watch the full video, click on the link below. And don't forget to subscribe.